Denmark. Denmark, Denmark, Denmark. Denmark. What a country. Unfortunately, at the start date for EU5, Denmark is in a sorry state. Saddled with debt, no economy to speak of, surrounded by the personal union of Sweden and Norway to the north and the German Hanza to the south, Denmark is at the point of ruin. However, I think there's a lot of potential here. In this video, I want to see if I can save this crumbling nation and become the dominant Northern European power. Okay, so jumping in here as Denmark, let's get a understanding of what our situation is as Denmark in 1337, because it's not good. 100 years time, EU4, they're in a much better position, but right now we've got some problems that are going to need dealing with immediately. First off, the main problem, the economy. Now, you may notice I'm not making a lot of money, which would be bad but fixable in most nations in the game. The real problem though is that we're in an awful lot of debt, and fixing that has got to be our #1 priority. The second problem we've got is we've got very little diplo capacity. We've also got no crown power because of all of our loans. So those are another two things that we need to fix ASAP if we want to make any progress. So objectives for this video in terms of expansion are I basically want to take the entire Baltic coast and Scandinavian region. I'm going to play for about 100 years and we're going to see where we get to in that time. So first things first, let's get our reforms. So we definitely want crown power. So autocracy. Second choice is a bit more difficult. I think I'm going to go with diplomatic traditions because the extra diplo capacity is really nice. Because I want trade and I want to fight the Hanza, I'm going to give a lot to the burghers, but I can't give out all the privileges I want immediately because dropping below 30 legitimacy would cause a coup. So let's start our sliders to begin with here. All of those can be automatic. We're minting as much as we possibly can. I'm going to max this out because we want to get legitimacy to 100 as quickly as possible, and it also means I can start giving out estate privileges. I'm also going to have to delete all of my forts. I cannot afford them. I'm sure they'd make lovely holiday homes, and I'm sure that militarily they offer some strategic advantage. But we're a bit strapped for cash at the moment, so they gotta go. Diplo spending we're going to put down to basically nothing. In terms of technology, Denmark does actually start out with a couple of unique advances, which is really nice. 10% levy size and levy recovery speed's really nice. And the maritime presence is also really nice. Usually I would go construction speed here, or stability investment. Can't afford either of these things, so instead I'm going to go diplo capacity and monthly diplomats. Rivals, Sweden, Norway. The game would very much like me to rival a threatening country, so we're just going to rival Naples. Why Naples? Well, let's just say the Danish really don't like pizza.
Pizza time.
We're going to stabilize. We are going to strengthen government. We are also allied to Brandenburg, but this alliance is not useful. We're going to improve with the Emperor of the HRE. We're going to unpause here. Again, the first little bit of this game is just going to be trying to sort out our money problems and basically not implode. We're just going to set trade to automatic because I'm not a masochist and I don't hate myself. So our first target is going to be to weaken the Hanza and take Lubeck and its vassals. So we need a Parliament CB for that, and we've also got to improve with Upper Bavaria to keep them out of the war. So Sweden's vassal just created a new market, which is going to mean I get even less money because I'm clearly in the position where I can afford to make less money. So annoyingly, Upper Bavaria has decided to declare a war on Austria. I'm going to join because I want Bavaria to like me, but I'm not planning to get involved in this war, and I'm just going to hope that Austria leaves me alone. Eventually I'm going to get events to sell off this land here and here, which should help with our debt. The first start of this game is going to be a bit slow, but as we go through it, we're going to try not to bankrupt, sort out the economy, and then we can start exploding onto the world scene and become a true northern sea power. So that should be fun. Or we fail horribly, one of the two. Next month, it's going to go to 35, so I can immediately give out some privileges. First privilege here. I'm going to go allowed trade center sponsorship. Oh, here we go. Fate of Southern Holland. We're still in debt, and now this Kingdom of Sweden has offered to buy these two bits of land right here. That is really good for us, and because we can get an event later on, I'm pretty sure to take this back, so give me some money. I don't want to use all of this money here, otherwise I'm just going to go into more debt, so we're going to repay what I can and leave a little bit left over. There you go, that should help. What are we down to? 200, so, you know, that's not too bad. Okay, well there goes my alliance with Upper Bavaria. Would have liked to have maintained good relations, but that's not a war I want to get involved in, even if I think I could probably take Sweden. Good luck with that one, I'm out.
You are a very credible young man. You are running a successful business. I'm out.
England owns Flanders for some reason. That's not something you see very often. And that's our first parliament. Obviously, we're going to put that in our capital. This doesn't matter too much. I'm going to go with that one. We're mostly doing this for the claim. On Lubeck. Okay, we can now declare war on Lubeck, our first war of this game. Upper Bavaria won't get involved, so let's not waste any time. I'm immediately going to declare that war. Raise up our levies, slow the game down a bit, and fingers crossed, take some vassals, take some money, take some land. War's going well, just waiting for these sieges. Okay, Siege of Lubeck done. That took forever, and everybody kept starving. Which as a general rule is not what you want. Luckily, we nearly sieged down Hamburg as well. Age of the Renaissance. So we've got Diplo, Admin, or Military. I want to be playing a vassal type game, so we're going to go Diplo. Gives us lots of nice stuff. I would like some vassal swarms to give me some money. War's pretty much won. Still waiting on these sieges, though. Any day now. Oh my god. Please hurry up. I've been sieging this castle for 1,000,000 years. Everyone's gonna die. Oh my god, we actually got it. Jesus Christ, that took forever. St. George's Night Uprising. I think Estonia has just rebelled. Or they will be soon. Okay, time to do a peace deal here. Gonna take Lubeck directly and make everything else a vassal. Also going to take max money and war reps. Perfect. Can use the money I took from that war to pay off some more loans. Time to start making some vassals. Hamburg and Bremen. Lubeck I can start slowly integrating. Well, there goes Estonia. Pretty sure I should get an event to just sell them here. Next war should be against Wolgast. Bavaria would join? Because they don't like me at the moment. But I'm going to keep improving relations and hope eventually they start liking me a bit more. Oh my god, a positive income. Oh no, it's gone again. Sell the provinces! Money! Okay, so what that basically did was sell Estonia for lots of money and they weren't giving me anything anyway. Thank god I can pay off more loans. But look, positive income. All it took was so much crap. Most people I feel like have gotten rid of all their debt at this point, but I have not. Let's fabricate a claim. Now, can I declare war on Wolgast? I probably not, no. Can I declare war on you? Yes, very easily, in fact. So let's fabricate a claim on Danzig. We can immediately declare war on the Tectonic Order. Right, just getting all of our troops to land here as soon as possible. My antagonism is high enough with a couple of these guys that I should start improving. Get Bohemia down. Up to your eyes, mate. I mean, if he wanted to declare a coalition war, he'd have to find me on a map first, but maybe he has advisors for that. I don't really understand how antagonism works, but I don't think Yemen should really give a shit about what Denmark's doing. Like, why do these guys not care, but down here they do? I'm sure there's a reason, but it's a stupid reason. Right, so you're telling me Sweden doesn't mind the fact that Denmark expanded, but Yemen does? Yeah, that makes complete sense. And there's our final siege. War reps, lovely. Let's see how much I can get away with taking without making the entirety of Germany pissed off at me. That would be ideal. So peace deal here. This is pretty much the maximum amount of land I can take without everybody getting really angry at me. Let's create some more subjects. I need to be improving with literally everyone because everyone's a bit pissy. So let's chill, improve with who we can, and go from there. Still not anywhere close to being able to pay that off, which is annoying. Why is my base tax so low? Why has I gone to 12? I mean, I'm making money, so I don't know what the game's on about, but like, didn't I start at like 40? Why is that so low? Like, what have I done? I'm so good at this game. I still don't understand why this is so low. What did I do? Why did I do that? Made that so bad? It's not really great, is it? I'm sure it's fine. I haven't built anything, I'll be honest, but I've had no money. Black Death? Okay, well, Black Death's here. Who's the Holy Roman Emperor at the moment? I'm going to assume it's not Bavaria anymore. Holy Roman Empire, is it Bohemia? How do I tell? Who is the Emperor? Bohemia is a elector. So many princes. Who's the Emperor? You can make this a bit more clear, no? Shouldn't the Emperor be like a different colour? Oh, it's without a leader. Plenty of diplomatic capacity to add Poland on the month tick. Yep, Poland's now my ally, which is lovely. I should probably change some laws. Distribution of power is the important one, isn't it? Yeah, 33% crown power is really good. Can I pay that off? Oh, next month we can pay off our debt. We can finally actually get rid of our debt, which will be lovely. There you go, that's the last of our loans gone. For the first time in this game, we're finally debt-free. Crown power's gone up to 26, which is nice. So I can't help but notice you've been watching this video for at least 10 minutes now, and that would generally indicate you're enjoying it. Well, if you are, remember to leave a like and subscribe, brand new channel, so it would really help me out. Okay, I'll let you go back to my Danish conquest now. This event lets me move my capital to Copenhagen, I believe, which is good, but obviously that is going to put me in a bit of debt. Not a lot I can do about that, though. Hey, look, we're back into debt. 4 loans. That's fine. We'll get those paid off. Ah, okay. This is the event that lets me purchase Scania from Sweden. Obviously, that is going to push me even further into debt, but that's definitely worth it. This game is just get out of debt, go into debt, get out of debt, go into debt. It's fine, we're just 100 back into debt, but... Oh, that's painful. Let's go get ourselves a claim. Let's declare war on Prussia then. I didn't know they were in the HRE. Okay, war cancelled then. I'm being cock-blocked by Bohemia. I'm going to get another claim instead on the tectonic order. We should win this pretty easily. So let's declare war on the Livonian order. That was stupidly easy, so just going to full annex the Livonian order here. And we're immediately going to make some more vassals. We're starting to take shape here, which is nice. Obviously, I still can't press that claim on Prussia because Bohemia says no. I guess we can start targeting Sweden next then. We've got a positive income finally, so I'm going to start investing in some buildings. I should also start improving with anyone who has high antagonism. Everything is going quite well. Not too far in the game, we've got a lot of subjects. 21. Diplo capacity is getting kind of high. So I need to start thinking about annexing some of my vassals. I've still got to wait till 57 though, so it's still going to be another year. Oh, that's now gone up. Sorry Poland, no longer friends. Finally making enough money to afford boats, which should spread our control a bit more. Definitely want to target Sweden next, as they appear to have literally no troops. Another parliament here, so you can get a claim on Sweden. Right, immediately going to jump in here. This should be fine, as Sweden still basically has no men. That was stupidly easy, so let's look at this piece. Going to take everything along this coast, maximum money, and Gotland as well. There you go, there's our first Scandinavian war done. Created a lot more vassals, and hopefully we can stay under our diplo capacity here. How's our... that's not even that bad, to be completely honest. And now let's throw all of this newly acquired wealth into more buildings and boats. One of my vassals has given me a claim up here, and I mean, I suppose there's no reason not to declare. I'm not even going to bother raising up my troops here, because I'm pretty sure my vassals can handle the one province minor in the Baltic. I'm also creating a spy network on Norway, who will be my next target, and we've got 100% war score already. Nice and easy. I was hoping to get an event to annex this vassal down here, but it doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm just going to go right ahead and start annexing. 30 years, why is that so long? Okay, so because my cultural influence and because I'm really decentralized, this is going to take a while, but I think I might be able to speed this up a bit. Okay, so Bohemia and Austria are at war, and that means they're a little bit distracted. I might be able to take advantage here. When's my next parliament? 8 months? Are they going to be in this war for 8 months? Possibly. Austria is starting to lose really badly. Oh, that's bad. They're about to peace out and I still need 4 more months. I don't think this war is going to last that long. I'm probably going to miss this. That's so annoying. Okay, I've got the CB. If I declare, Bohemia would join. So close. I'll just have to wait for them to get into another war then. That's so frustrating. Okay, spy network is done. Just got to wait for this truce to run out with Norway, and I can create the CB. Oh my god, we finally integrated Lubeck. Only took 8,000 years. And now we can start creating this CB on Norway. I am glad I had to wait for the spy network, then the truce, and now I have to wait for the CB to be built. Lots of waiting in this game. Oh, looks like Bohemia won't join against Wolgast. I think I just need to go for this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. No CB war. Hopefully this goes well. Just landed troops and taking the province capital so we don't starve. First battle time. Wow, we just annihilated them. Let's attack you while you're here. Slightly bigger battle. Ha, we're really destroying them. Why are we so strong? I'm not really sure, but I'm not complaining. Danish troops for the win. Why am I at war with a French vassal? Like, why have they gotten involved? Are French vassals allowed to ally whoever they want? That seems really weird. Okay, maybe let's not question that. Right, 100% war score. Let's take as much as I can here. Hopefully the antagonism won't be too bad. It seems to be mostly little guys. Ooh, might have pushed that a little bit. Going to immediately declare on Norway here to stop them joining the coalition. Another easy war, going to take a decent amount and probably make everyone super mad. Just taken a lot in those last two wars, so time to chill for a bit, build up my navy, and boost that maritime presence even more. I'm going to embrace the Renaissance here, so hopefully I can get some techs that will help me annex these vassals a little bit faster as it's taking forever. I just got a personal union. Sorry, who was that? I clicked away too quickly. Oh, right, you. I really don't want that. Doesn't look like I can get rid of it, so I'm just going to ignore it and hope it goes away. Right, now we've got that, so annexing will be done in 89, so let's see if on the month tick that makes any difference. It should, surely. That says I'm getting a penalty due to my cultural influence, and that was 5% cultural influence. Logically, that should have sped up now. No, it hasn't moved. I got cultural influence and this hasn't changed. Sometimes I wonder if it's me or the game. So I could declare here, and Bohemia wouldn't join, that the coalition is just a bit big to be fighting. Oh, never mind, it's gone. Let's get a CB on you then. And then it's time to declare on Holstein. Another super easy war. If I fully annex these guys, how annoyed is everyone going to get? Probably pushing that a bit. Really should take my own advice and stop expanding at some point because everybody is getting really mad. Right, so the whole of the HRE is now joining a coalition. Let's hope they don't declare. Instead of stabilizing, let's get you improving relations. Yeah, that's probably a fairly important thing right now. New reform, and let's go with more crown power. Probably should have looked at the others, but you can't really go too wrong with crown power. We are also improving our cultural influence slightly, as this penalty is now 18% instead of 30%, so that's nice. Also, our economy is going up, it's just taking a while. Been a couple years of just investing, and look at that line go up. We're nearly where we were at the start of the game. I mean, at least we're making progress, kinda. The HRE is without a leader again. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. Great, we finally annexed this land down here, so that should increase our income by quite a bit. And now it's time to start annexing this land we got from Sweden. 12 years isn't that bad. They've got Danish culture, so that's why it's not going to take too long. Huh, I thought my coalition was bad. Right, my coalition has gone down by a fair bit, and I can't help but notice Bohemia is currently in a war with Poland and Hungary. We've also got a parliament ready to go. So yeah, let's take advantage of this. Let's make a CB and declare. This might not be a super straightforward war, as they do have a decent amount of men. Yeah, so looking at these numbers, want Lunenburg out as fast as possible, as they've got actual troops, not just levies. Ooh, that might have been a bad battle to take. Heavy losses, but we pulled out a win. Another big battle, but our vassals are here, so no problem. Capital's gone, and with that, they're out. With Lunenburg out, the rest of this war went pretty smoothly. Peace-wise, I'm only going to take the rest of Holstein because I don't want to sit in a coalition for the next 70 years. I'm also going to take 2 provinces from Mecklenburg, which of course is going to piss off all of northern Germany again. Winning means more vassals. Been a couple more years and we've got another vassal CB, this time for this land up here. Think I'm going to take that. We'll bring in Novgorod, who has some coast I'd like. Not a difficult war, but that did take forever. Oh, and yeah, at this point I've given up caring about antagonism because it's annoying me, so I'm going to take as much as I want and not care about the consequences. How many vassals have I got now? 51. Did I take... is this mine? Ah, oops, that would explain why all of Russia is mad. Did not mean to take below 0 there. Oopsie. Right, nearing the 1400s here, and we're doing pretty well, especially considering what we started with, earning a decent amount of money, and I'm investing it all back into the country. So carrying on here, we're continuing to improve our economy, and slowly working our way towards armories, which will let us get a professional army going. Looks like we finally annexed Scania. Control's going to start dropping, but that's still a pretty big boost. Whoa, okay, tax base shot right up there. Didn't expect that much of a jump. Like, that will probably go back down a bit when the control starts going down, but Jesus. Hussite wars have started, and yeah, wouldn't want to be Bohemia right now. Huh, 100 gold for military access? Sure, I'll take that. Everyone in Europe then decided that they were going to give me all of their money for military access that they didn't even use. Let's start annexing Danzig here, only 8 years. Well, the AI has nearly given me 3,000 ducats. That doesn't feel broken at all. 3,500. Now 4,000. You'd think this would affect my inflation, really. So I've been sat in this coalition forever, and it's just not going away. So I think it's time I just declared on it. It's not even that big, to be honest. It just refuses to disband. War's going well and just got armories. Can use some of that free money that the HRE kindly gave me to just build these literally everywhere. Right, war's won, peacetime. I can also just fully annex Sweden here. I'm going to turn all of Sweden into vassals, and then all of the German land that I just took, I'm going to try and integrate as my diplo capacity is getting kind of full. Okay, well, our antagonism isn't great, let's be completely honest with ourselves. I really wish there was a quicker way to click through this. Looks like France has won the 100 Years' War. I'm not surprised England is in a bit of a sorry state. Be a potential expansion route for me in the future. Just unlocked our first trade ship, so I'm going to start building these literally everywhere. Finished integrating Danzig, which is nice. And we're going to have our fancy new ships patrolling, as that should really boost our maritime presence and control. Who's at war with who here? Why? Okay, so there was an update in the game that made coalitions more likely to fire, which is obviously a bit scary when we've got quite a big coalition against us. But I think the real problem is France. Jesus Christ, that's making my game lag. Let's just not zoom in on the HRE. Let's just check out the numbers. 200... France is outnumbered here, but they'll probably still win because the coalition is obviously split up. But 204 countries. I will be keeping an eye on that one. Yeah, France is definitely winning. I'm also going to accept Prussian culture here, as this will make Danzig my cause and increase my control even further. Just continuing to annex my subjects along the coast here. Building all of these boats is clearly working as my control is starting to look a lot nicer. I think my final war for this video will be against Norway, so let's start building another spy network. Finally finished integrating the rest of Lubeck here, which is lovely. Harbours are researched, so going to start spamming those out. Income's starting to look really nice. Right, just got our CB on Norway, so let's declare. War won, and I took a lot. Lots of new German land is now mine, and I took most but not all of Norway. This is going to take a minute to sort out. That took a while. I basically don't have the diplo capacity to create too many more vassals, so I made what I could and then fed the rest of the land I took from Norway to my already existing vassals. I think that's probably a good place to end it. Really happy with how that went. Control continues to grow. Our economy is looking really nice. We've got 1 million vassals and we've taken over most of the Baltic. Only thing I think that would have been better is if I'd been a bit quicker at annexing some of these vassals, but yeah, still learning. If I was going to carry on with this game, I definitely would look at increasing my control even more, annexing what I do have, and expanding into the British Isles. Well, I'll keep this outro short. If you want me to carry on with this campaign, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe, brand new channel, so it will really help me out. And if there's any other countries you want to see me try, let me know. Thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the next one.